Alright guys, as you all know, my show is moving back to the late night slot, and I need some great comedy bits to remind people about why they love me in the first place. Who's got ideas?
Okay, I was thinking that you know how the public despises you right now for being a treacherous, backstabbing asshole? What if we set it up so you're doing a jaywalking segment, and some guy comes up behind you while you're doing it, and he stabs you with this big knife, and you collapse in a heap, and everyone is just sort of standing around and watching you and not helping, and we zoom out, and we see just this whole crowd surrounding you and watching you die, and you're a big puddle of your own irony.
Maybe. What else you got?
Alright, check this out. You know how you're like this smug prick who thinks everybody loves him because you like cars just like every other good red-blooded American, even though your fancy cars really just make people resent you because they remind them of how absurdly wealthy you are, despite the lack of any semblance of talent or skill? I was thinking like maybe we film a promo or something where you're driving around in one of your fancy cars, and your car runs off the edge of a cliff and it crashes and you die.
I don't know. Seems kinda grim.
I've got one. Okay, so you know how you're like this lame corporate tool who will sell himself out and do whatever it takes to appease people and advance his career? What if we do this bit where, like, the top NBC brass convince you to kidnap this kid and sacrifice him at the altar of their weird Hollywood space god? But then you actually do it, and they say that it was just a prank and they never expected you to go through with it, and they're all kind of disgusted with you, and you lose your show and your whole career and are quickly forgotten as the mindless nobody you really are, and then you're miserable and all alone, and then a bear gets in your house and tears you limb from limb, but nobody comes to help because no one can hear your screams?
Do I really have to die for it to work?
Yes.
Let's hear some more.
Do you have any recurring bits that involve you hanging out around a bunch of chlorine gas?
No.
I'll need some more time then.
Come on, guys, give me something where I don't end up dead.
Okay, how about this? Zombie Johnny Carson shows up, but instead of eating you, he just goes on this 10-minute tear about how awful and unfunny and pandering and pathetic you are, and how he wants his job back because you've tarnished the show and the network and his legacy, but then Zombie Bob Hope shows up and slaughters him with a golf club.
Wow, you think Johnny would really do that for me?
Maybe if you sacrificed a child to him to sate his ravenous zombie hunger.
Sure, anything for Johnny. Can you believe how spacious that trunk is?